to channel Knowledge for You. Today we are going to see how to use Flutter in our Android Studio. So first, basically, we have to install Flutter. So go to the Google and type the command install Flutter for Windows. Whatever may be the version, it will redirect you to some links. So you can see here flutter.dev docs get started. So for any OS, you can go to this link and click here. You get all the operating systems available, and then if you are a Windows user, click on Windows, otherwise go to Mac OS. So on Windows, if you click on Windows, it will redirect you to, it will provide all the docs, like all the requirements and all the links that you need to download. So if you see here, the system requirements here are operating systems which we usually have. And this space is very little, 400 MB, but the Android Studio occupies more disk space than this one. And the required tools are Windows PowerShell, which is similar to CMD, which is yeah, by default available in your Windows. And the next one is Git. Why we need Git is that a GitHub, we need to clone some repositories. Like if you want to download a particular project and use it in your Android Studio, you need Git for that. So first, it will recommend to download the Git. So it will, once you click on it, it will redirect you to a separate page. Based on your computer configuration, you can download the particular Git file. So mine is 64-bit Git, so I'm downloading it. So once you have downloaded, you get it takes some time loading. So double click on that. It's very simple. Just click on next. It is a setup wizard. Automatically, it will download Git to your computer. Next, and it will show a particular location. Next, and next, next, next. It will install. Yeah. So if you want to launch it, you can launch, but it is not required for us now. So click on next. So it will defaultly open this file. Okay. So it shows a release note that you have downloaded. Okay. So let's cut it out. And the next thing we want is we need to get the Flutter SDK. SDK stands for Software Development Kit. So it comes in the form of zip file. But first download it. It will take a little bit of time. Once it is downloaded, go to Show in Folder. So you'll find this in the Windows, sorry, in the downloads. So extract files. So it'll ask a particular location. Generally, it's you can have a separate source file. Generally, Flutter demands like you can put them in the C directory, and you can create a separate folder for it. C, let us say source Flutter. Okay, so you can put this in a separate folder called Flutter. All the Flutter packages will be in the particular folder. Okay, okay. In the local disk C, where you find source and Flutter. Okay, so this is the, we get all the Flutter packages here. So when you go to your command prompt and type Flutter, it's a not recognized an internal command operation or batch file. So it means your Flutter path is not being set. So in order to set the path, what you need to do is you need to set your path of your bin folder in your Flutter package which I have extracted, Flutter folder. So copy this entire Flutter location. You have extracted your source file Flutter, and then you have a Flutter package in that, right? So in that Flutter you have a bin. So copy this entire thing. Okay, so in your Windows search bar, type environment variables. So you get the following: edit the system environment variables. Click on that. It will open through control panel. So once click on that, click on environment variables. There you see user variables, system variables. In the user variable, you need to have a particular variable called path. So if you already have a variable called path, you separate the previous path with a semicolon and then paste the following path. Since I don't have one, I'm creating a new one called path. So I'm pasting the value here. Okay, click on OK, OK, OK. So now if you want to go and check in your CMD Flutter, see, it will display that all the following details regarding your Flutter versions, regarding your Dart version, everything. So if you want to check whether the required required packages have been installed or not, you just need to type the command flutter doctor. This displays all the results. So see your Flutter channel, like your Flutter is being downloaded, so you have got a tick mark, and then you have not downloaded the Android toolchain, which comes with the Android Studio. So these are these pending things, and connected device in the sense emulator, or you can connect your device to via USB. So the following issues are found. So three issues are found. So we'll solve this. We'll download next. We'll download the Android Studio. Okay. So once you have downloaded all those things, since you get back to this main page, your Google page, which we have seen this Flutter docs. So you have also got like these things. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see the Android setup, like the Android Studio. It will also provide download installer. Click on here. So you'll be redirected to a particular page, developer.android studio, where you will get to download the Android Studio for Windows. So this is the latest version for Windows 64-bit. It will occupy 871 MB. So just download it, agree to all the terms, download, keep. So it is taking a bit. So once it is downloaded, double click on it, and you'll get next, next, install. So it will take. Once it is done, click on next, finish. So the Android Studio will start as soon as it is downloaded. And then the next thing you have to do is you have to install the Flutter and Dart plugins. So import Android, okay, do not import any settings. Android Studio, you have to install the Dart and Flutter plugins. So we'll see how we can do that. Don't say. Next, standard ones is best. Next, next, finish. So all the required emulators. So once done, click on finish. And then this is the navigation bar where you get all the things. So see here that you're not getting like open a Flutter project or start a new Flutter project. So that means the Flutter plugin is not yet installed here. So click on configure, settings. In the settings, go to plugins. In this, click here Flutter. So in the Flutter, you see here, click install. Okay. Okay, this mentions Flutter plugin requires that plugin to be installed. So yes, install that too. Okay, so it installs. So once it is installed, it asks for you to restart the IDE. So restart the IDE. Yes, restart. Again, it restarts. See, you have got a start a new Flutter project, right? So for this to enable, you have to install the Dart plugin. Sorry, Dart and Flutter plugin both. So click on here. So you'll get this. So you want to develop a Flutter application. Next, let us give the name as a testing app. So the default file which opens when you create any application is the main.dat file. Like it is like the in any program in Java, you need to have a particular class which holds a main method, right? So it is similar to that. A main.dat will execute first in the inside the application. Okay. So the Flutter SDK path is not mentioned. So we need to browse and locate that particular path in C, source, Flutter, Flutter. Okay, yeah. So for the first one, you have to give the Flutter SDK path, and later it will automatically read. Okay, so next. So let us leave the package name as this com.example. Finish. So I did not recommend this include Kotlin support in iOS code. It's just enough Android X artifacts. Okay, finish. So it will create a Flutter project for us. As you'll see, the default will be the main.dot file. So as we move on for further tutorials, you'll be getting the whole view how to use this whole Android Studio. We'll be explaining later. And in my next tutorial, we'll see how to use VS Code and to work with it for Flutter. Okay, so see the main.dart file. And this is a testing app. Since no devices or no emulator is created, what is an emulator? I'll make sure you understand it later in later tutorials. And this is the devices. So when you run the app, you'll like send that particular output to a particular device or an emulator. Okay. So this comes in the next video. We are going to look at how to use VS Code. So please follow my tutorials for better understanding of Flutter and things. So like, share, subscribe.